Interstate RVer Show with your host, Interstate RVer. Hi, folks, Interstate RVer here. Woo! Big fun day today. Been here at the beach all day on at North Padre Island in Corpus Christi. I've got wind-blown beach hair, and I'm fixing to go back out after the show and eat a sandwich under the cabana. So, let's get right to it with the rest of it. The rest of it. Alright. You know, the weatherman, he's always giving us either the good news about the weather or the bad news about the weather, but we never hear both of them like at the same time. Well, let's take a look at an example here. The weatherman usually says, tomorrow's weather will be beautiful. The rest of it? After today's Category 5 hurricane. Don't want that. I'm here on the Gulf Coast. Too much sun today. All right. You hear this a lot in Vegas, and when people are throwing dice, they always say the same thing. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. The rest of it? Because I just sold them for gambling money. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. You know, people are always making a big deal. You know, big executives are always making a big deal. Like, you know, it's got to always be on the news. They always got to kind of tell us, you know, what's going to happen, you know, or what they're thinking about doing. Well, you know, here's an example. Late this afternoon, Bill told the press that he would decline any offer for the position of CEO. The rest of it? After he found out early this morning that Harry got the job. That's funny. All right, let's get on to the next one with the Interstate Way. The Interstate Way. All right. You know, I don't know if this is really, if this is really a way or a technique or anything. Just the way I do it. The other night, while I was at the, while I was overnighting in Corpus Christi, because I've been here for a few days, about 2-3 days. There was an incident. There was an incident on the Walmart, and I had to call the Corpus Christi Police Department. There was a woman there. You know, when I came out of the Walmart there with some quality Walmart products, actually some tasty food that I was getting ready to eat, a car came by me. Well, I thought maybe it was somebody, you know, that just had went by and you know, not you know, was texting or something like that and wasn't watching where they were going, you know. And well, come to find out, later on in the night, I was getting ready to go to bed, and there was a knock on my motorhome. And when I got there, apparently the woman, she was apparently had some mental illness, and she either didn't take enough medicine or she took too much medicine. And somehow she thought that I was a movie director and I was going to make a movie about her life, and she was against it, and she didn't want it done. And then there was some other motorhomes there, and she was going around with the door open, yelling, and, you know, driving around like a fool. So so, you know, the cops had to be called, and they caught her, and they, you know, rustled her off. And of course, I watched the whole thing. And but the thing about it is, when she knocked on, and this is the way I do it all the time, whenever somebody knocks on your RV door, I don't care if it's day, night, or whatever like that, always go to the window next to the door, because you're, you know, if you got a Class A like mine, the window sill on the bottom is 6 feet off the ground, you know. So, you know, open it up and kind of look off to the side. You know, I mean, that woman could have like had a gun or something and started shooting. And but never just open the door up, because once you open the door and they get a hold of it, you ain't gonna be able to, you know, close it because it opens out. So just take care of yourself, and always think, you know, that when somebody knocks on the door of your RV, usually there's something up, because people just don't come up and start knocking on doors unless they're like, you know, a manager or something like that, asking you maybe to move or something like that. So, you know, always look out the window, or just through the wall, just say, you know, who is it, you know, or something like that. Never just open the door and look out. And you know, until you actually find out who it is, don't be courteous. You know, be aggressive, like, hey, what do you want? What's going on? You know, let them know that, you know, that you're not some mark that's like just come out of a campground and you're going to be pushed around or assaulted or whatever like that. So just watch your P's and Q's and watch what's going on, and before they come to the door, have the phone ready to dial 911. So that's the message for today. So when it comes time for somebody to mess around, don't think it's play. Get on the phone, call the cops, and you'll be A-OK, doing it the interstate way. Interstate RVer's news update. Alright folks, got the footage. We finally got something worth filming. I have goofed off at the beach all day long. Woo! Man, I've enjoyed the sun. I'm in my shorts. It's beautiful weather out here. Not warm enough to go swimming. Plus, I don't want to get my leg chewed off by a shark. But we're down here at Corpus Christi, Texas. We're on Padre Island, and we're in the Padre Valley Park. And it's just excellent down here. I mean, the white sand. I went ahead and did some seashells all day. I got handfuls of seashells. Look at that, handfuls of seashells. I cleaned the beach up. A small sample of sand. I'm not leaving empty-handed. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the window, and I'm going to do the filming here. I tried to do it earlier this morning at 8 o'clock, but the sun was right there, and it was making the camera go dark. So let's do it. Then I'm actually going to walk out to the beach and back, and I'll stick my feet in the water, and I'll come back. So let's take a look and see. And there goes the window open, and the screen. There we go. Now let's take a look. Alright, so there's the beach, and there's the waves coming in, crashing in. Out there in the distance, you can see the oil rigs, which is really improves the scenery. There's one of the little gazebos that I've been sitting on. So I'm going to go ahead and take a walk out there and back, and we'll get the footage. My hair is really a mess from all the wind. Alright, so there you have it. And that's the news. Joke of the day! I got a pretty good one here today. Since we're in Texas, we'll do one about Texas. There's these three guys in the bathroom standing at the urinal. And the first guy, he gets done and goes and washes his hands, and he washes them all the way up to his elbows with tons of soap. He uses, I don't know, 50, 60 paper towels, and they're looking at him like, what's wrong with this guy? And he goes, I'm from Michigan. He goes, and they always taught us to be clean. So the second guy, he gets done, he goes to the sink, and he washes up, uses very little water and only one paper towel, and throws it in the garbage. and he looks at the other two guys, and he goes, "Well, I'm from California, and they teach us to conserve natural resources." So the third guy gets done, and he goes over there, and you know, he doesn't need to wash his hands, and he says, you know, he goes, "I'm from Texas, and they teach us not to pee on our hands." All right, folks, that's the Interstate RVer show for this week. Woo, man! I tell you what, I have definitely got the sun. So keep watching, subbing, and sharing. And if you're like me, you're getting some nice sunshine. If you're not, you're sitting up there freezing half to death and walking in snow, and I'm sitting here walking in nice white sand with the sun shining on my face. As you can see, I look a little red. So I'm going to go out to the cabana and eat my sandwich, and I don't, probably the birds they'll come around and flock at me, but I'm having a good time here. I guess I'll stay in this area for a while. I'm out of Walmarts and truck stops, so I guess I'll have to move up north, and then I'll come back down a little bit. Not move up north too much. And I guess I'll stay here through February because, you know, get north of San Antonio, I was talking to some truck drivers and stuff to drive that, and they're like, "Oh man," they go, "you know, blizzard time." It was always the snowiest month when I was in Illinois was in February. So that's the deal. Keep watching, subbing, and sharing. Don't forget to push this little button and go to the YouTube page. And there's a new show every Monday. Big repost on Thursday or whenever. I mean, because you know, the Pilot Flying J's have got free Wi-Fi. The only thing is that you can't get YouTube on it. I guess it takes too much bandwidth, and so they kind of block that. So that kind of puts you know, a damper in things, especially now in a place where I'm at. There's a lot of really small towns, and a lot of them, some of them don't even have McDonald's, but or Walmarts. But like I said, go down to the YouTube channel, sub me. Let's build that up a little bit. I'm still at 100, so let's try to get a couple of more subs, and you know, add me to your circles. And what I'm doing now is I'm not going to be able to automatically sub people when they +1 me. I'll +1 me. It's a guaranteed I'll +1 you back, but I'll sub you if you sub me back, because when I get a chance to go for the Wi-Fi and stuff like that, I have to do it as quick as I can. It takes too much time to go to everybody's YouTube channel and sub them. So sub me back, and I'll sub you. And then of course, obviously, when you +1 me or comment or on the video or like the video, something to that nature, I'll automatically put you in the viewer family circle. So this is the Interstate RVer show for this week. Keep watching, subbing, and sharing. I've said that 3 times. And this is Interstate RVer from Padre Island. Nice, warm, sunny weather. You ought to check it out one of these times. Interstate RVer. I'll run out.